Hello everyone, Pixeled Monk here, and welcome to an old school RuneScape guide showing you how to complete the quest, Recipe for Disaster. This quest is considered special difficulty and is very long length, about 3 hours. Recipe for Disaster is unique in that it is 10 mini-quests rolled into one large quest, so each mini-quest will be treated as a separate quest, each with its own requirements and items. If at any time you would like to skip to any of the mini-quests, you may do so by going into the description below. There are some maps in the description as well that will help you to identify some of the key points of the mini-quests. Open it up to keep it handy. Another Cook's Quest. The requirements for this quest include 10 cooking and completion of Cook's Assistant quest. The required items for this mini-quest include Eye of Newt, Greenman's Ale, which can be bought from the Dragon Inn in Yanil, Rotten Tomato, which can be found in the crate north of Yanil Bank, Pineapple, Orange, 2 lemons, Cocktail glass, Cocktail shaker, Knife, and Ashes. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have a Lumbridge teleport. To start the quest, go to the cook inside of the Lumbridge castle. Talk to him, and when prompted say, "Do you have any other quests for me?" Angry, it makes me angry. What seems to be the problem? And yes. He'll give you 100 coins to pay for any of the expenses. Left click on the cocktail shaker and choose the Fruit Blast option. Use your knife on the lemon and choose the Slice option. Left click on the cocktail shaker again to pour the Fruit Blast into the glass and add the ashes to make it a Dirty Blast. Talk to the cook again to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, invitation to a feast, and some access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Mountain Dwarf. The requirements for this quest include completion of Fishing Contest quest. The required items for this mini-quest include 320 coins, bucket of milk, flour, egg, bowl of water, 4 Asgarnian ales, which are obtained during the quest, and ice gloves. Regular gloves will work as well, but you must kill an ice fiend to make the quest faster. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge teleport, 2 Camelot teleports, 2 Falador teleports. Enter the dining room that is just north of the cook in Lumbridge. A long cutscene will occur where you see many members of the Lumbridge Council. Eventually, a Culinaromancer will appear to ruin the feast. However, a gypsy will freeze everyone in time. In order to protect each member, you must feed them their favorite food. First, inspect the Mountain Dwarf. After the conversation, teleport to Camelot and enter the White Wolf Mountain underground shortcut east of Camelot. Continue down the path until you come across the pub. Talk to the old dwarf, who will refuse to make a dwarven rock cake for you. Now teleport to Falador and enter the Rising Sun Inn next to the West Bank. Once there, talk to Emily. When prompted, say, "What can you tell me about dwarves and ale?" And, "I could offer you some in return. How about 200 gold?" Talk to her again and ask, "What ales are you serving?" and, "1 Asgarnian ale, please." Repeat this process until you have 4 Asgarnian ales. Left-click on your coin stack and use them on each Asgarnian ale to create the secret recipe. When complete, return to Rohak, the old dwarf underneath White Wolf Mountain. Use all the ales on him until he is drunk and the scene cuts away. Talk to him 3 times and he will offer to make you a dwarven rock cake for 100 coins. By doing so, you'll give him the rest of your ingredients from your inventory. After a few seconds, he will make the cake and set it on the table. Equip your gloves now and pick up the cake. If you are not wearing ice gloves, you must put the cake in your bank for a few hours to cool down, or you can defeat an ice fiend with the cake in your inventory. When finished, use your Lumbridge teleport and enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the rock cake and select the Use option. Use the rock cake on the mountain dwarf to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking experience, 1,000 Slayer experience, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Goblin Generals. The requirements for this quest include completion of Goblin Diplomacy quest. The required items for this mini-quest include bread, orange, knife, blue dye, green dye, or purple dye, spice, which can be bought from the Culinaromancer's chest in the Lumbridge Castle basement, fishing bait, bucket of water, charcoal. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge Teleport, Falador Teleport, or Games Necklace. To start the mini-quest, inspect General Bent Nose and General Wartface inside of the Lumbridge Castle dining room. After the conversation, you will now need to go to the Goblin Village. You can either use a Falador Teleport and walk north, or a Games Necklace to Berthorpe. Enter the large building at the north end of the village and talk to one of the generals. When prompted, say, "Can I ask about what food you like?" And, "I need to save you from the Culinaromancer's spell." After the conversation, enter the building that is just to the southeast of the one you are in. Go down the ladder. Talk to the Goblin Cook. When prompted, say, "I need your help." And, "What do you need? Maybe I can get it for you." Use the charcoal on the Goblin Cook and a cutscene will occur. After the cutscene, use your knife on the orange and choose the Slice option. Then use the dye on the orange slices. Use a bucket of water on the bread to make it soggy. And use the spices on the fishing bait. When you have completed these tasks, talk to the Goblin Cook again. When prompted, say, "I need your help." Talk to him one more time and ask, "I've got the ingredients we need." He'll give you the Slop of Compromise. When finished, use your Lumbridge teleport and enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the Slop of Compromise and select the Use option. Use the Slop of Compromise on one of the goblins to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking experience, 1,000 crafting experience, 1,000 farming experience, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Pirate Pete. The requirements for this quest include 31 cooking, and the ability to defeat 5 mud skippers level 30 to 31 and a crab level 21 to 23. The required items for this mini-quest include raw cod, pestle and mortar, bread, knife, fishbowl that is empty. This item can be obtained from Rum Deal if you are an Iron Man, needle, and 3 bronze wire. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge Teleport, weight less than 27 kilograms, melee gear, several empty inventory spaces. To start the mini-quest, inspect Pirate Pete inside the Lumbridge Castle dining room. Exit the dining room by passing through the barrier and talk to the cook nearby. When prompted, select Protecting the Pirate and choose every option that comes up afterwards. Where do I get ground cod? Where do I get ground kelp? Where do I get ground giant crab meat? Where do I get breadcrumbs? And what do I do with all of it? Use your pestle and mortar on the raw cod to grind it. Use the knife on the bread to get breadcrumbs. Now you need to go to Port Khazard. The easiest way to get there is by using the Fishing Trawler minigame teleport. Talk to Murphy, who is located on the docks of Port Khazard. When prompted, select Talk about Recipe for Disaster. Talk to him again and he will turn your fishbowl into a helmet and will give you a diving apparatus. Put on your diving gear and talk to him again. Say, yes, let's go diving. Swim slightly north until you come across some kelp. Left click on the kelp to pick it. Be sure to collect more if your cooking level is low. You may not be able to access your inventory at this time, but to be sure that you pick the kelp, check your chat box and it should say you take some kelp. Continue north until you come to a pen. Talk to Nung, who will be on the west side of the pen swimming around. Go back slightly south and then west towards a cave with a platform. Pick up 5 rocks near the entrance of the cave to weigh yourself down. Your chat box should say you pick up a rock and put it in your pocket when successful. When you have 5 rocks, enter the cave. You'll be weighted down enough to touch the ocean floor. Equip your weapon, kill 5 mud skippers, and collect the hides. When complete, exit the cave and talk to Nung. Talk to him again and give him the bronze wire and needle. Now you'll need to enter the crab pen nearby. The door is on the southern side. Kill one of the crabs and collect the meat. Collect more meat if your cooking level is low. Once you have the meat, teleport to Lumbridge. Use your pestle and mortar on the meat and the kelp to grind them. Talk to the cook in the castle. When prompted, say, protecting the pirate. After the conversation, use the ground meat on the ground kelp to make a raw fish cake. Use the fish cake on the range nearby to cook it. When successful, enter the dining room. Right-click on the fish cake and select the Use option. Use the fish cake on Pirate Pete to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 1,000 cooking experience, 1,000 fishing experience, 1,000 smithing experience, 1,000 crafting experience, access to Mogre Camp, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Lumbridge Guide. The requirements for this quest include 40 cooking, completion of Big Chompy Bird Hunting, Biohazard, Plague City, Demon Slayer, Murder Mystery, Nature Spirit, Priest in Peril, The Restless Ghost, and Witch's House quests. The required items for this mini-quest include bucket of milk, egg, flour, cake tin. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Amulet of Glory, Lumbridge Teleport. To start the mini-quest, inspect the Lumbridge Guide inside of the Lumbridge Castle dining room. After the conversation, you'll need to go to the Wizard's Tower. The easiest way to get there is to use an Amulet of Glory to Draenor Village and walk south. Once there, use the stairs to the 2nd floor. Talk to Treyborn, who is in the northeastern room. When prompted, say, ask about helping the Lumbridge Guide. You'll be asked to answer quizzes in order to get your ingredients enchanted. Before you start this, let's talk about the first quiz. You'll be shown various NPCs that exist throughout the game. You'll be asked to identify who they are. This is different for everyone, so I've listed in the video the descriptions and correct answers to this quiz. Answer correctly 3 times to get the egg enchanted. When ready, talk to Treyborn to give him the egg. When prompted, say, okay, let's start, and the quiz will begin. When complete, talk to Treyborn again to start the second quiz. You will be asked various questions about RuneScape. I have listed in the video the questions and correct answers to this quiz. Answer correctly 3 times to get the milk enchanted. When complete, talk to Treyborn again to start the third quiz. This is a test of memory. You'll be shown 8 items and will be asked about them. This quiz can be done easier if you can take screenshots or write down the items' names. When you are ready to answer the question, click on the X in the top right corner. These answers are different for everyone. Answer correctly 3 times to get the flower enchanted. When you have completed all 3 quizzes, he'll give you all the enchanted items back. Use the egg on the cake tin to add all the ingredients. Now teleport to Lumbridge and use a cake tin on the range near the cook to make a cake of guidance. Enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the cake and select the Use option. Use a cake on the Lumbridge guide to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 2,500 cooking experience, 2,500 magic experience, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Evil Dave. The requirements for this quest include 25 cooking and completion of Gertrude's Cat, Shadow of the Storm, Demon Slayer, and the Golem quests. The required items for this mini quest include Kitten, Cat, Wily Cat, or Lazy Cat. Overgrown Cat will not work. And many bowls of stew. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Amulet of Glory or Varrock Teleport tab, Lumbridge Teleport. To start the mini quest, inspect Evil Dave inside the Lumbridge Castle dining room. After the conversation, exit the room and teleport to Edgeville using an Amulet of Glory or to Varrock and walk from there. Enter the house that is just west of the Edgeville Bank and talk to Doris inside. When prompted, say, "Is Dave in?" and "Yes, I'm evil." Enter the trapdoor inside of the house to go into the basement. Talk to Evil Dave. When prompted, say, "What did you eat at the secret council meeting?" and "You've got to tell me because the magic requires it." Go back upstairs and talk with Doris again to ask about spices. Go back downstairs and right-click on your cat. Select the drop option to put him on the ground. You must try and figure out what kind of stew Evil Dave likes. In order to do so, you must collect the spices from the hell rats in the basement. To do this, right-click on your cat and choose the Interact option. Then choose the Chase Vermin option. When your cat has successfully killed a hell rat, a red, yellow, orange, or brown spice will appear. Be sure to collect as many as you can. While doing this task, your cat will turn into a hellcat. To figure out what kind of stew Evil Dave likes, you must add a certain amount of each spice to the stew, but this is different for every player. To get the right amount of spices in the stew, first use the brown spice and use it on a stew. You have just added 1 dose of brown spice. Be careful not to eat the stew, but right-click on it and choose the Use option. Give this stew to Evil Dave. If he says, I think you've got the amount of 1 spice right, but the others are wrong, then that amount of brown spice is perfect. If incorrect, add 2 doses to another stew and try it on him again. If 2 doses didn't work, then it will automatically require 3 doses of the brown spice because 3 doses is the maximum you can add. Be sure to write down the doses used for each spice to help you remember. Now try the same technique with the yellow, orange, and red spices. When you have figured out the correct dosage for each spice, add all of them to a stew and give it to Evil Dave. If it's 100% right, he will say totally evil, that's exactly how the stew tasted, and will not eat the whole thing. When you have figured out the right combination for the stew, teleport to Lumbridge and enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the stew and select the Use option. Use the stew on Evil Dave to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 7,000 cooking experience, ability to make spicy stews, ability to own a Hellcat, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Scratch Uglogwi. The requirements for this quest include 41 cooking, 20 fire making, and completion of big chompy bird hunting quests. The required items for this mini quest include axe, raw chompies, bring a couple just in case you burn it, iron spit, logs, tinderbox, ogre bellows, which can be found by unlocking the chest in Rance's cave, pickaxe, ball of wool, ogre bow, and ogre arrows. The bow can be bought from Rance for 600 coins. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge Teleport, Feldapil's Teleport Scroll, Draymond Staff, or Lunar Staff. To start the mini-quest, inspect Scratch Uglogwi inside of the Lumbridge Castle dining room. After the conversation, you must go to Rance, who is located on the eastern side of Feldapils. You can use a Feldapils teleport scroll or use a fairy ring to code AKS. Once you are there, talk to Rance. When prompted, say, "I'm trying to free Scratch, can you help?" And, "Okay, I'll do it." Walk slightly southeast and you'll see Rance again standing by some trees. Talk to him and say, "Okay, here I am. I guess this is the watery place. What now?" A cutscene will occur and Rance will kick over a tree. Select your axe and choose the Use option, then click on the tree. Do this again to make a crude boat. Talk to Rance and say, "Okay, the boats are ready. Now tell me how to get a jubbly." He will shoot an arrow and you must go and find it. Now you'll need to travel to Karamja. Either use an Amulet of Glory to get there or use Fairy Ring code CKR. Travel to the arrow, which is located just northwest of Taibowanai village next to a transportation icon. The tree will be quite small and will stand alone. Stand next to the tree and light your logs. Use the iron spit with the raw chompy and then with the fire to cook it. If successful, a cutscene will occur. Click on the boat nearby and say, "Yes please, I'll get a lift back with you." This will bring you back to Rance. Talk to Rance and say, "Okay, now tell me how to get jubbly." Walk directly west until you come across a swamp area. Use your ogre bellows on the swamp bubbles to fill it. Then use the bellows on one of the toads that are hopping around to get a bloated toad. Head northeast just above Rance Cave near the mining icon. Mine one of the rocks to receive a rock. Use your bellows on the inflated toad in your inventory to make a balloon toad. Then walk just south of Rance's cave. Right-click on the balloon toad and choose the drop option. Now you'll have to wait for the jubbly bird, which looks like a big dodo bird. If he doesn't show up, you'll get your wool back. When it appears, kill it with your bow. Once dead, left-click on the bird until you receive the feathers and meat. Walk slightly north past Rance to a fire. Use your raw jubbly on the fire to cook it. When finished, use your Lumbridge teleport and enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the cooked jubbly and select the Use option. Use the jubbly on Scratch Uglagwi to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 1500 woodcutting experience, 1500 cooking experience, 1500 crafting experience, 1500 range experience, the ability to use a boat between Felda Pills and Karamja, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. Sir Amic Vars. The requirements for this quest include 107 quest points, completion of Family Crest, Hero's Quest, Shield of Arav, Lost City, Merlin's Crystal, Dragon Slayer, Druidic Ritual, Shiloh Village, Jungle Potion, Underground Pass, Biohazard, Plague City, and Waterfall Quest. The ability to defeat an evil chicken, which the level varies, and a black dragon level 227. The required items for this mini-quest include Bucket of Milk, Pot of Cream, which can be bought from the Culinaromancer's chest, Raw Sweet Corn, Pot, Axe, Machete, Drayman Staff and Branch, Pestle and Mortar, Ice Gloves, Raw Chicken. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge Teleport, Ardoin Teleport, Amulet of Glory, Anti-Dragon Shield or Dragonfire Shield, Anti-Fire Potion, Super Combat Potion, Prayer Potion, 1000 coins, Food, Armor, 43 Prayer. To start the mini-quest, inspect Sir Amic Vars inside the Lumbridge Castle dining room. After the conversation, exit the dining room and talk to the cook. When prompted, say, more, and protecting Sir Amic Vars. Right-click on the cream and choose the Use option. Use the cream on the milk to mix them. Now you'll need to make corn flour, so walk north along the path out of Lumbridge towards the mill. Go to the top floor of the mill and use your sweet corn on the hopper. Pull the hopper levers on the south side to start the mill. Head all the way back downstairs and collect the corn flour. Use the corn flour with the bucket to mix it in. Now you'll need to get to the Karazi jungle. Use your Ardoin teleport and walk directly south to the port. Right-click on Captain Barnaby and select the Pay Fare option. You will now be in Brimhaven. Walk across the plank and then south to the cart. Right-click on the travel cart and select the Pay Fare option. You will now be in Shiloh Village. Walk east towards an area full of zombies. Open the first 2 gates and then climb over the cart to get to the other side. Now walk slightly southwest near the foresters and use your machete on the jungle bush to chop it down. Continue chopping until you reach the other side. Go all the way southwest along the coastline towards the vanilla plants. Left click on the vanilla plant to receive a vanilla pod. Add the pod to the mix. Now use your Amulet of Glory and teleport to Drainer Village. Walk slightly west and talk to the wise old man who is inside of the building directly across from the bank. When prompted, say, "I'd just like to ask you something." Strange beasts. The evil chicken. And thanks, maybe some other time. Now you'll need to get to Xanaris, so walk southeast towards the abandoned shack and equip your Drayman staff. Enter the building and head to the bank towards the west to gear up for the fights if needed. Bring an anti-fire potion and equip your anti-dragon shield or dragon fire shield. Before you continue, let's talk about the fights. The evil chicken's level varies depending on your combat level. If you are 58 to 91 combat, the evil chicken will be level 159. If you are a higher combat level, the evil chicken will be level 170. The evil chicken is weak to melee and range, but be sure to use Protect from Magic against him. There's also a safe spottable level 227 black dragon that you must kill. This dragon is weak to stab and range, but be sure to set your prayer to protect from melee if you are using melee. If you need a safe spot, it is located inside of the corridor that leads to the mine to the east. If you happen to die after you have defeated the evil chicken and before you leave the lair, all of the items dropped on death will disappear, so be careful on what you bring with you. When you are ready, use a raw chicken on the chicken shrine, which is near the entrance ring. Once you are inside of the lair, drink an anti-fire potion and combat potion, and walk straight north past the dragons until you see the evil chicken. Turn on your Protect from Magic to help with the fight. When the evil chicken is dead, be sure to pick up the egg it dropped. Now you'll have to kill a black dragon nearby. Be sure to use Protect from Melee if using melee. After you have killed the dragon, be sure to pick up the dragon token it drops. Walk south and exit the lair using the portal. Add the egg to the mixture. Next, use the pestle and mortar on the Drayman branch to make cinnamon and add that as well. If you have added everything correctly thus far, you should receive a game message saying, "Now it just needs flambeing." Put on your ice gloves next and left click on the dragon token. A small dragon will appear. When prompted, say, "Please flambe this creme brulee for me." Afterwards, a cutscene will occur. When finished, use your Lumbridge teleport and enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the creme brulee and select the Use option. Use the creme brulee on ceramic vase to complete the mini-quest. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 4,000 cooking experience, 4,000 hit points experience, and increased access to the Culinaromancer's chest. King Awowoji. The requirements for this quest include 70 cooking and 48 agility, neither are boostable. Completion of Monkey Madness, the Grand Tree and Tree Gnome Village quests. The ability to defeat Big Snake, level 84, Zombie Monkey, level 82 or 129, Ninja Monkey, level 86, and Monkey Guard, level 167. The required items for this mini-quest include Monkey Speak Amulet, Karamjan Monkey Grigri, which you get from the Monkey Madness quest, Gorilla Grigri, Ninja Monkey Grigri, and Zombie Monkey Grigri, which will be explained on how to get. If you don't have the Grigris, then bring a monkey talisman for each Grigri you don't have, as well as 1 empty inventory space for each. Banana, which can be picked from the Monkey Child's Garden. Monkey nuts or 3 coins, which can be bought from the food stall on Ape Atoll. Rope. Knife, pestle and mortar. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Lumbridge Teleport, Anti-Poison Potion, Food, Super Energy and Stamina Potions, Combat Gear and Weapon, Slayer Ring or Varrock Teleport, 43 Prayer. To start the mini-quest, inspect King Awowoji inside of the Lumbridge Castle dining room. When complete, exit the room. You will now need to go to the Awowoji Palace on Ape Atoll. If you don't remember how to get there, you'll first need to go to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. You can use a Slayer Ring to the Stronghold Slayer Cave, or by using the Spirit Tree in the Grand Exchange with a Varrock Teleport to get there. Enter the Grand Tree and go up to the second floor. Walk east towards the bar, right-click on the gnome Dario, and use the travel option. After the cutscene, then right-click on Waydar and use the travel option. Right-click on Lumbo and use the travel option, and you will now be in Ape Atoll. If you already have all the Grigris, you can skip the video here to the next part. Continue watching if you do not. Equip your Karamjan Monkey Grigri to transform. Walk northwest towards the village and open the bamboo gate to get in. Continue into the village towards the Ninja Monkey location on the map provided. Once there, equip your weapon and you'll transform back to being a human. Attack the monkey archer who is located on the top of the platform. Once dead, pick up the monkey bones. Equip your Karamjan Monkey Grigri again and walk to the temple, which is just east of the archer monkeys. You'll now need to kill a monkey guard, but it's highly recommended that you have your Protect from Melee on while doing so. It is best that you are only around one monkey guard, as this is a multi-combat area. When ready, equip your weapon and attack it. Once dead, pick up the monkey bones. Equip your Karamjan Monkey Grigri again. On the east side of the temple is a trapdoor. Open it and go into the temple basement. This area is also multi-combat, so to avoid fighting multiple monkeys, go to the northern side of the room. Again, Protect from Melee will help. When ready, equip your weapon and kill a zombie monkey. Once dead, pick up the monkey bones. The other monkeys might attack you, so go upstairs and walk north around the pit and equip your Karamjan Monkey Grigri again. If you are low on prayer, you can pray at the monkey altar nearby. Now you'll need to exit the village and go inside the Ape Atoll dungeon nearby where you entered the island. It is highly recommended that you have Protect from Melee on when going through this cave. You may also be poisoned. Once there, climb down the ladder and follow the path north and continue all the way to the end of the cave. When you get to the end of the cave, you can turn off your prayer. Talk to Zunak. When prompted, say, "Can you make another monkey talisman?" and yes. Right-click on one of the monkey bones and choose the Use option. Use the bones on Zunok. Then do the same thing with a monkey talisman. After a few seconds, he'll give you a new Grigri. Do the same technique with the other 2 bones. Now you'll need to go back to the Apatol village. You can run all the way back through the cave, however it might be much easier to teleport out entirely and go back to the Grand Tree. Once on Apatol, equip the Gorilla Grigri and head towards the village. Enter the village and go to the palace, which is located on the southeast side of town. Talk to the Elder Guard to pass through and talk to King Awowoji. When prompted, say, "Do you have a favorite dish?" He will tell you to go away. Talk to the Elder Guard again to get back out of the building. If you don't already have the banana and monkey nuts, get them now. Walk into the temple that is just to the north to 3 monkeys. Talk to one of the monkeys. When prompted, say, "Do you know anything about the king's favorite dish?" With the banana and monkey nuts in your inventory, talk to them 2 more times. They will tell you to get a special banana and special monkey nuts that are required for the recipe. After the conversation, you can drop the banana and monkey nuts that are already in your inventory to save space. Head west to the coast of the island to find a red banana tree. Equip the Gorilla Grigri. Use your rope on the tree to receive a red banana. I would highly suggest that you get additional red bananas just in case you burn it later while cooking. To do so, drop the red banana already in your inventory and use the rope on the tree again. Pick up the dropped banana when finished. Now equip the Ninja Monkey Grigri. Walk back into the village towards the agility icon. If you'd like to skip the agility section of this quest, you can travel with a fairy ring to code CLR. If not, then you'll have to walk across a small bridge to get to the course. Jump onto the stepping stone to get across, then climb up the tree. If you receive the message your little friend can't make it over the obstacle, then you have not picked up your cat from the Evil Dave mini quest. Do so to continue. Next, go across the monkey bars and up the skull slope. Walk slightly southeast and swing across the rope. Enter the hole that is inside of the hut nearby. Pick from the bush and collect the tiki nuts. I would highly suggest that you get additional tiki nuts just in case you burn it later while cooking. To do so, drop the tiki nuts already in your inventory and collect from the bush again. Pick up the dropped nuts when finished. You will now need to get to Crash Island. The easiest way to get there is by climbing up the rope in the cave and using the vine to get down into the village. Exit the village and walk back to Lumbo. Right-click on him and choose the travel option. You will now be on Crash Island. Here you will have to defeat level 84 big snakes, which are poisonous. It is highly recommended that you have Protect from Melee on while fighting them. Be sure to turn it on before entering the cave. Also, if you die in this cave, you will lose all of your items. Enter the pit that is to the east when ready. When prompted, say, "Yes, I'm as hard as nails." Kill a snake and pick up the snake corpse. Do this multiple times if you are afraid of burning the snake later. When complete, climb up the rope to get out and use the travel option with Lumbo to go back to Ape Atoll. Use your knife on the red banana to slice it. Then use a pestle and mortar on the tiki nuts to grind them. Use the snake corpse on either the banana or nuts to stuff it. Now you'll have to go back to the Ape Atoll temple with a Gree equipped. Once there, go down the trapdoor on the eastern side. Now equip the zombie monkey Gree. Go down the nearby ramps and into the cave that is on the eastern side. Walk to the long rock inside of this room. Use the raw stuffed snake on the rock to cook it. If a message appears saying, "You have cooked the snake to perfection," then you are done and can teleport back to Lumbridge. Enter the dining room nearby. Right-click on the stuffed snake and select the Use option. Use the stuffed snake on King Awowoji to complete the mini-quest. If you have followed this guide exactly, a cutscene will occur after freeing King Awowoji, and you are ready to fight the final battle. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 10,000 cooking experience, 10,000 agility experience, ability to use Ape Atoll teleport spell, and increased access to the Culinary-Mancer's chest. The final battle. The requirements for this quest include 175 quest points, completion of Desert Treasure, the Dig Site, Druidic Ritual, Temple of Ikov, the Tourist Trap, Troll Stronghold, Death Plateau, Priests in Peril, Waterfall Quest, Horror from the Deep, and Alfred Grimhand's Bar Crawl mini quest. The ability to defeat Agworth Nana, level 146, Flambede, level 149, Caramel, level 136, Dessort, level 121, Gelatinith Mother, level 130, Culinary-Mancer, level 75, and you must be able to kill all of these enemies without prayer. Although not required, it is highly recommended that you also have Ice Gloves, Melee Gear, Mage Gear, or Range Gear. If you are using Mage Gear, bring plenty of runes for your best water, earth, fire, and air spells. Super Restore Potions, Combat Potion, lots of food. Before the final battle starts, let's talk about the fights. You'll have to fight a total of 6 bosses individually, each with different weaknesses. After each boss has been killed, you'll be able to leave the room and stock back up on supplies without losing your spot. You do this by making sure the next boss spawns first, and then by using any of the portals to get out. After each boss is defeated, some of them will drop a variety of food that you can pick up. During these battles, you will not be able to use prayer. When you're ready to start the fights, enter the portal in the Lumbridge Castle dining room. First is Agworth Nana. He will attack you with magic and melee. He is weak to ranged and stab. Using your Dragon Dagger P++ special attacks on him is very effective. Upon death, he will drop a banana. Next is Flambede. He will attack you with magic and melee. He is weak to water spells, ice arrows, and crush. Upon death, he will drop cakes. Next is Caramel. She will attack you with magic and range. She is weak to fire spells. If you are using melee, Crush works best. A good tactic is to stand next to her and then attack, as her melee attacks are weak and reduce the number of ice attacks on you. She can also greatly reduce your stats, so super restore potions are necessary. She may also freeze you and teleport away from you. Upon death, she will drop a chalk ice. Next is Dessort. He will attack you with magic and melee. He is weak to air spells, stab, and ranged. Upon death, he will drop chocolate dust. Next is Gelatinous Mother. She will attack you with magic, melee, and ranged. As you fight her, she will change into a variety of colors, which will determine what style of attack she is weak against. If she is white, use air spells. Blue, water spells. Brown, earth spells. Red, fire spells. Orange, melee attacks. Green, ranged. She will change color every 15 to 20 seconds. It's best that you stay away from the Gelatinous Mother so you won't get hit by her powerful melee attacks. Upon death, she will drop nothing. Lastly is the Culinary-Mancer. He will attack you with magic and melee. Although his defense is very low, he can hit you to up to 24. If you are a lower level, you can try and stay away from him and attack using ranged or magic. Once you have defeated him, a cutscene will occur and you will have finished the entirety of Recipe for Disaster. Congratulations, you have received 1 quest point, 20,000 XP lamp, and full access to the Culinary-Mancer's chest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this guide and found it helpful. If you did, please subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.